What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Mass Appeal. Back on another Tuesday night. I'm in a sad mood because I'm a Louisville Cardinal basketball fan. We are terrible. It's never been this bad in my life. But it's not too much going on this news cycle. It's just kind of weird. Guess they're not doing too much. Pretty Tony, what's going on? What's going on with you, Pretty Tony? But we just gonna get. I really don't have too much. There aren't too many current events this week. This news cycle's been really slow. But we probably we're gonna get straight into it. And tonight's topic that I came up with is, why are more black men dating outside of their race? And the reason I broached this question is I saw a video last week, and I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I'm gonna let a few people get in here. And I watched this video last week. I was looking at Kendra G. This guy was on the Kendra G show. And I'm going to show some snippets from a portion of her show last week where she had this guy, 38 years old, working class guy. He said he made $75,000 a year. He had one child that was basically grown, 17 years old. And he was just talking about the dating pool and what he's doing and basically who he's looking at. Hey, Mildred, what's going on with you? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Mildred. And basically he was just going through the reasons why he wasn't dating black women. This is a black man speaking. And before we start this conversation, I just want to know that this conversation isn't meant to be divisive. But I just really think that it's a topic that we need to discuss. Now back to the guy that was on the video, and he was just really going through the reasons why he refused to date African American women, being an African American man or black man, black women. Whatever you call yourself. Some people call themselves black, some people call themselves African American. But it was just a crazy dynamic of some of the things that he was saying and some of the questions that Kendra G was asking. So before we really start the discussion, I'm going to pull that video up. And it's two sections, really kind of three sections. It's a 28-minute video. We're not going to look at the whole thing. So it's probably like the first 3 minutes. There's an intro. And there's another snippet in the middle we're going to listen to, and then there's a snippet at the end that we're going to listen to. And a lot of I got when I posted it today, what the topic was going to be tonight, I got a lot of comments and I got a lot of people messaging me in the background, and there was a lot of brothers, and basically the reoccurring theme that I kept getting from the people that were hitting me in the background was that basically they just have more options. It's not that they don't want to date black women. It's just that why would you cut your options? And you can look at that one or two ways. A lot of people look at when you date outside your race, and this isn't just for black people. A lot of people of all races feel that if you date and you marry and you have children that are different than your nationality, that you're lessening the blood of that race. I don't believe that, because I think as an individual, I think everybody has an individual choice. And I think as an individual, depending on who you are, where you grow up, the environment that you were raised in, that's going to do a lot of predetermining on what you're going to view as beautiful in terms of women. Hey, Pontoon Jody, how you doing? How you doing, Jody? So, already got a comment. Pontoon Jody said, my daughter is white. She is married to a black man. The only thing I care is how you treat my daughter, and him and his family treat her like a princess. And see, that's my thing is love doesn't have a color. And it doesn't have a color, but people have preferences. Lots of people have their own preferences. And this conversation really what I want to talk about is that we live in a very, very individualistic society where they want everybody to fit into a certain category. And I think that's like an oxymoron. Because if you got 8 billion people on this planet, you're going to have people that have things that are like, but you don't want to. I like being an individual. I like having my own little flair. I like distinguishing myself from the masses. So I think that in this quest to put everybody in the category, they just want you to stay in your box. And me as an individual, like I was one of my buddies commented, and I basically said, why would you? There's more than one grocery store. And there was an older gentleman that told me that a long time ago. Basically said, why would I shop in one grocery store when you got lots of other grocery stores that you can look at, you can go into? So why do men date outside of their race? And we're specifically talking about black men, but if there's some white guys out here who date black women or date, anybody that's not the same race you are. And a lot of people look at it in terms of when you say interracial, a lot of people think of black and white. But I mean, you can be from America and you can get an Afro-Caribbean woman, or you can get an Afro-Latino woman, or you can get it's all different. And that's what I mean by color. When people say dating outside of their race, are you saying dating outside of your color? Because I think as black people, there's different spectrums of us all around. And what was funny was I took a trip to the Dominican Republic. I've been back, took several trips to the Dominican Republic. But every time I come back, somebody's like, did you meet anybody? Are you going to go back and live? And it's like, sometimes it's not even about things like that. I just think there's this hang up. And even in 2024, there's still a hang up on color. Now, me saying all this stuff, me personally, I prefer to date black women. That's my preference. And what's funny about that is I've had black women, I've had white women, I've had all types of women say that my mannerisms and how I dress and things of that nature, they always think that I date white women. And it's the furthest thing for the truth. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some very nice looking white women, but I just have a preference of dating melanated women. That's my preference. I don't talk about anybody else's preference, and it really doesn't matter to me. I mean, I have lots of friends, I have family members that date outside of their race. So I look at love as a spectrum, and love doesn't have a color, which is my thing. But this conversation is not about me. It's about black men. And I looked up some articles and about some different things. But we're gonna look at this from some, different black males' perspectives. So this first video that I'm gonna play, it's gonna give y'all a dynamic of why some men date outside of their race. And I'm using this video through fair use. And I just want to thank Kendra G for always putting out good content. But yeah, we're gonna do a reaction to your commentary, Kendra G, and please don't strike me because I love your show. But We're gonna get right into this. I'm gonna play it for like 2 or 3 minutes, let you all hear what this guy has to say, and then we're gonna discuss it, and then I'm gonna jump to the other portions as we go.
Yeah, I had the stream going in the background on my phone. Sorry about that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Where you calling me from, Christopher?
Oh,
Chicago.
Chicago. How old are you?
38.
38. And what do you do for a living?
Warehouse supervisor.
Warehouse supervisor. You have any kids?
I have one, 17.
17. Have you ever been married?
No,
Never married. What's your zodiac sign?
Aquarius, but I don't want nobody that deals with zodiac signs.
Okay, so you don't believe in zodiac signs. Fair enough.
No.
Christopher, Chicago, 38, warehouse specialist, a father to a 17-year-old, girl or boy?
Boy.
Boy, and never married. What kind of woman are you looking for besides?
and before they go any further, I want to cut in and I want to say that he talks about it later on, and we're probably not going to discuss that part. But he talks about how he wanted to come on this show because usually he sees all these women on here talking about how they're looking for a man that makes over $100,000, $200,000, and he said he wanted to come on here as a regular guy that doesn't make six figures and basically air some of his grievances and to let black women know that even though he's dating outside of his race, he still loves black women.
Well, women that believe in zodiacs.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I think that's the silliest thing in the world. You know, I can't judge a person that I've never met based off some astronomical signs. That's kind of silly to me, I'll be honest with you. Everybody's different. But anyway.
I can respect your, I disagree, but it's not for us to agree. I can respect your notions on it, and I do respect people who do not believe in zodiacs notions, so there's no pushback there. All right, so what kind of woman are you looking for?
Well, right now, I'm actually looking for white and Latina women for right now. I'm gonna give my sisters a break for a little while.
Okay, let's just get here. Why no black women, Christopher?
You know what? I mean, I've dated black women. I mean, obviously, I'm a black man, but it seems like as I'm getting older, the world is changing. Sisters starting to have these crazy ass wants and needs that don't even align with what they have and what they have going on. So I'm kind of looking for somebody that's a little bit down to earth, that's more logical when it comes to finances. And because I noticed on your show, I love your show, to be honest with you. I watch it every night. I noticed that it seems to be a lot of top 10, 15% earning people on here. So I'm about to come and bring the other people that's not really making hundreds of thousands of dollars. So look at the show and be like, okay, that seems more realistic.
Okay. Yeah, I will say I do have a lot of boss women that make 100K or more. I know a lot of people say, not a lot of people, but some people say 100K is not a lot of money.
What does money have to do with love? And I just want to stop that right there because this has been a reoccurring conversation that I keep hearing, this money thing. What is it about $100,000? I think people can take care of themselves less than 100,000. But what is it about six figures? Is it just the thing where women can go out and say, my man makes six figures? What is it about six figures what is it? Can some of you ladies out there tell me? Oh, before I go any further, I'd like to thank everybody that's on Facebook, Twitch, and X, formerly known as Twitter. But before I go any further, I'm gonna cut those channels off. We want y'all to come over here, join the conversation over here with us. So thanks to everybody that's on Facebook. Thanks to everybody that's on Twitch. And thanks to everybody that's on X. But come over here and join us. Also, like, share, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow. I need y'all to grow. So like the share, subscribe, and like this video. The more you like it, the further it'll get out. But we're going to get back to the video.
But it is a lot of money if you do the average. So maybe in someone's world, it's not a lot of money, but the average income is not 100K.
No. Like I make like 70, 75. So
Okay.
yeah,
All right.
100,000. I wish
So,
I did make that. So,
well, listen, you never know how old you're 38. You know,
yeah,
sky's still the limit for you. So, because of the financial request, is that the reason why you want to date outside your race?
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, because
Oh,
I've dealt with Latina and white women, and they seem to be more down to earth. And the
okay, so
50
like,
50.
Is this true? Hey, Bud Files, how you doing? If y'all haven't been over there, go check the Bud Files. Go check out the Bud Files. Very, very good videos. Lots of different types of videos. Not one thing, kind of like me. They go in lots of different directions. So if you like a cornucopia of good information, go over there and check out the Bud Files. I think money means more to people who can't take care of themselves. You might be right about that, Jody. You might be right about that. I just don't understand what it is about $100,000. I don't. Hold on, it's gonna block me, but I'm going to put Laura Wise's comment there. Hey, Laura Wise, how you doing tonight? You doing okay tonight? So Laura Wise says, if I get any more down to earth as a black woman, I will be buried alive. I'm over him. Who are you over, Laura Wise? Who are you over, Laura Wise? Are you over him as just the image of a boyfriend? Is that what you're over? I don't understand. Yeah, my man said that Latina, and white women are more down to earth than sisters. I can't say I agree with that. The man in the video. Okay, the man in the video. Okay, you're over him. As a black woman, I can see why you would be over him. So we're gonna let him continue.
Thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kendra.
no, you go ahead.
Oh, the 50-50 thing. Let's be honest. Two incomes is better than one. I hear my sisters always talking about I'd rather pay 100% than go half with a man. It's crazy to me, to be honest with you.
That is crazy.
Okay,
It's very
okay.
crazy.
So have
You
you
love
ever
those
dated?
women?
You said you
Crazy.
have dated white and Latino women,
Yeah, yeah.
and you felt there was a difference, as in they weren't as pressed about the income that you made.
The income, they're a little bit nicer. Like for instance, I dated one a while ago, and I would come home, hey, food to be ready. Hey, how was your day? Tell me about it. Stuff like that. They seem a little bit more concerned with exactly how I am as a person and what's going on in my life, and vice versa. I get that back too as well.
Wow. My man is saying a lot. He's saying that when he deals with black women, he doesn't come home to peace. Or, and it's not just this brother that says this. Believe me, it's not just this brother that says this. It's a lot of brothers that say this. Why is it that there's a lot of brothers that feel this way? There are a lot of soft women out here, but there are a lot of masculine women out here too. And I think that that's one of the components when we talk about that is a lot of women that are not from the current generation are masculine in their ways, in their mannerisms, how they handle men. Now, I mean that's gonna start a debate, but it's just kind of my observation of what I've seen. But the thing about that is, if you're a single woman and you're raising children, you kind of got to take on two roles. You got to be the provider and the disciplinary. And lots of households, It's either one or the other. And being that lots of women who are single raising children, they can't really be a nurturer like a woman that's in a relationship. It's kind of hard. You can be a nurturer, but it's kind of hard to be a nurturer when you got to be the provider, the nurturer, and the disciplinarian. Because you can still get, you know, that stuff from discipline, but it's just a dynamic. It's like the yin and the yang. You got to have a good cop and a bad cop. And usually in relationships, a lot of times the mom is the disciplinarian, because the mom is usually with the children, but she's also providing and nurturing. So when a woman has to go outside of the house and work 8 to 10 hours a day and then come home, usually when they come home, it's not a lot of, it could be some nurturing going on, and I could be wrong. I'm going to put the link up, and some of you ladies are more than welcome to come up here and tell me where I'm wrong. Because, these are just things, observations that I have seen as a man, is that sometimes those masculine tendencies that a lot of women take on, it's been forced on them because they're in single relationships. What to do, your weekend gardener? I know I'm gonna put the link up, so I know your weekend gardener is gonna come up here and he's gonna give some of his enlightening commentary. So let me put this link up so I can invite some people up here on this panel. We're gonna get back to the video because he's saying some things and the ladies aren't speaking up. But we're gonna see we're gonna see.
And that wasn't your experience with black women?
No, not too much. But honestly, I can actually give myself the blame because that's who I pick. So, but a lot of times it be chameleon activity. They be one way when you meet them. Then as time go on, the more you listen to or talk, they reveal themselves. So, yeah.
I think that can be said.
Okay, so white women and Latino women are the preference. Any deal breakers?
Deal breakers. No smoking.
This gonna get a lot.
This gonna sound crazy too, but no kids under 12.
No kids under 12. I'm sorry about these commercials, but it's YouTube. No kids
under 12. They have a child, have to be 12 and older.
Yeah, 12 and older. Yeah.
12 and older.
What's the thought process behind that?
Well, the kids are a little older, and I'm going to assume that the father's going to be in his life. I'm going to assume that, and I'm not really looking to take over what that man is doing. If he's good with the mom, I'm not looking to interfere with that. But if I am going to be doing certain things, I'm going to have my say, obviously. Hopefully, if the guy and the woman is on good terms, we can actually get together, talk, and say, hey, look, I'm so-and-so. I'm going to be, dealing with your son's mom. And, if it's respectful.
I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing what he's doing, what he's saying in terms of if he's going into a situation with a woman who has children. Because you always want that man, because any man is going to be kind of defensive when his ex tells him that there's another man going to be around his children. So if both men are big enough and they can have that conversation so that they can ease the child's biological father, it can ease his tensions on the guy that's around his children. I think that goes a long way into co-parenting, and when you're co-parenting being in two separate relationships, I think that goes a long way. And I've seen it. I have seen this in action, so I understand how, especially when men have girls. Men who have girls are very protective, and when there's another man that's going to be around their girl children, I think it's good that you can have that dynamic. But I think it's kind of disheartening that he thinks that some of the ways that he thinks, because some of the things that he's saying, I think those are traits for all women. I don't think that I don't think that black women have ownership of some of the qualities that he's taking back, that he's talking about. It's just me. Just me. What you think, your weekend gardener? What you think about what this man is saying?
They'll just keep it like that. Normally, if
Okay.
it's under that, maybe the father's still messing with the mom. You never know.
Under 12, the dad might be still messing with the mom.
Yeah, well, I mean by under 12, like anything from like, toddler to preteen, because I like to give them some time. So that way, whatever they had going on in the past is probably gone by now.
I think that if a woman is with somebody and she's still seeing that person, I don't think there's an age limit that you can put on that. Because I got buddies that their children are 13 and 14 and they still mess with the baby's mother. So I think it. I think you got to know who you messing with. I think there's a chance that, I think there's a chance with anyone. If a woman is a low down woman that would do that, then you got to know who you're choosing. It's really what I think. You got to know the woman. You got to know the woman you're choosing. You got to know the man you're choosing. You got to learn from your mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all mess with wrong individuals during our life. I don't think anyone has a perfect record in terms of talking to all good people. Your weekend gardener said he had a stepson and he was pure trash. I heard some of them stories, but I'm not gonna really speak on that. But I pushed it ahead a little bit. We're gonna get to the 13-minute mark, and at the 13-minute mark, he makes some other statements that I think after this statement, I think we're gonna cut the video and then we're just gonna go into our own little discussion. But I just wanted to use him as a backdrop. There's other information that I have dealing with interracial relationships and things of that nature. So we'll get into that as well. But I hope that another commercial doesn't pop up when I start this.
That's all women though, not just one particular race. Because you'll give a brother that's 6'4" a chance versus a.
Okay. Here we go.
I could be corny at times, and I know there's a lot of females like that. So, I tend to just go off what they do versus what they say. Because the woman can tell you, hey, I want $100,000 man, but they having babies with niggas that's in the streets. So, let's keep it real. That's all women, though, not just one particular race. Because you'll give a brother that's 6'4" a chance versus a dude that's 5'10" and under. You require him to do all of this. But this dude that's 6'4", because he looked good and he got the height, I'm gonna just give it to him. They complain when she get pregnant. Oh, well, it just didn't work out. Well, you knew that before you got with him. Let's be honest. I'm not here to bash. I'm just, my reality, what I see, and I listen to the people that's on your show. A lot of them be kind of contradicting themselves a lot, but I just don't.
What's some of the biggest contradictions that you've heard?
Oh, the biggest ones is I'm not ready, but at the same time, I have 3 kids by 3 men. I was too young, but you was old enough to have sex. You knew what the deal was. So and that's another thing about me. I like to call people out on their BS. Just like, hey, do me. If I say something that's crazy, call me out. Let's talk about it. But the whole 3, 4, 5 kids, and I want a guy making 200,000. Trust me, them niggas ain't looking at you. Let's be honest. They're not. And if they are, it's just sex because they know that they got the money and you're going to give it to them. So
break that down. So you're saying a woman that has multiple children.
Yeah.
Is it multiple children or multiple men?
Multiple men. Now the children, if you got 5 kids by 1 guy, I understand that. That means that you're not really out here doing crazy stuff. You just with that 1 guy. You just got pregnant all those times by him. Okay. But the multiple guys, it's like
the garden.
Women, and he's right. He's right. He's right. A lot of us do look at things that way. Oh, what happened? A lot of us do look at things that way. If you got 4 children by one man, we look at you differently as if you got 4 children by 3 different men. I need a lady to join us on this panel too. But I know your weekend gardener YWG is gonna have something to run.
Not yet.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Yeah.
so look, I'm looking at your subject. Are black men what is it?
Why?
Why are black men dating outside their race?
Mhm.
Yeah, I know a few cats that went the other way and
And
actually
when I say dating outside of the race, like I was saying, when I say dating outside of the race, it can be an Afro Latina, it can be an Afro Dominicana, it could be an Afro Brazilian. I mean,
and you know what? Hold on a second. I thought about what you just said, and yes, I've dated outside. I married outside my race. Yes, and then I got a buddy who married outside the race too.
I mean, I have a few buddies that have married outside of their race,
Yeah,
and for the most part, all of them are happy.
yeah. But
So
you know, I did my part. My first wife was a black American woman, and that didn't work out. That was the worst relationship I've ever been in.
the worst relationship you've ever been in?
The worst relationship I've ever been in, dude. It was to the point where I was hoping she'd fall down the stairs and break her neck.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Was it because of that relationship that you said I'm not messing with any more black women? Was it that bad?
it was that bad, but that wasn't the reason. Nah, that wasn't the reason.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that just taught me what to look out for.
So what were some of your main reasons? Was it that you just wanted to see what was if there was something a woman from a different race would treat you differently?
Um, yeah, that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing right there. Just right out the gate, treated me different than I've probably been only treated that way maybe once. But right out the gate, treated me different, and I got attracted to that.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. When I've been outside the country as a black man, I get treated a lot better.
Yeah,
And I mean, that could be, something new, something different. But nah, I don't think that the reception that black men get when they leave out the country, I don't think men that come into the country get that same reception from black women in the country, in America.
no. You know, I even have a friend, like I told you, he married a Filipino woman, and he was talking to me, and he was telling me a story of how his brother came into the house. It was like, yo, just watching what she was doing, and he's like, man, I think she's an alien because it was just the things that she was doing he was not accustomed to. And these were all positive things, but it was like he didn't have to say, "Hey, while you here, here's your role. This is your role. This is my role." She just automatically went into that role, and it was just like from day one. And he's like, pretty much within a month, she's done more than his former wife did in the 10 years they were married.
So, and this goes back to this question I posed to a couple people. Are black women raised to be wives, or are they raised to be independent?
Oh, it's independent. It's definitely independent. And you know what? Before the all police come on here, if this ain't you, I'm not talking about you. So back to my story. No, they're not raised to be wives. They're too busy chasing the bag. They're too busy chasing the fun dudes. You know. So no, they're not taught because your mama, your grandmother have to teach you how to be a wife or show you what needs to be done. I've never forget what my mom said to my former wife. She, first she said she was disgusted by her because of the way she treated me. And when she talked about cooking and said, "Well, why don't you cook for him?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know how to cook." And she said, "That's no excuse." And she said, "When I got married and I had kids, I learned how to cook." So my mom was that person that just said, "No, this is my family. I'm going to take care of my family. We're not going to eat. We're not going to eat out at McDonald's. I'm going to feed my kids a meal. I'm going to feed my husband a meal."
Do you think? So what? Well, okay. I wish a woman was on this panel because the stuff that we can talk about, but there really needs to be a woman on here so I can pose scenarios because I can, I don't want to talk at anyone, but
Yeah. But this is only from a man's point of view. I mean, you're asking a black man.
no, right, exactly. But what I'm saying is, my question to women would be: do they think that they've been prepared to be wives, or have they been prepared to be independent, to be able to take care of themselves?
I think that question may be a little too personal because from my experience, a lot of women don't like to take accountability. So they're not going to say that, "Hey, I'm calling it the way it is. I'm not out to hurt no feelings. I just speak what I see. This is what I see." So my thing is, hey, if it's not you, come on here, speak up, and just say, "Hey, I know some people that didn't get that training to be a wife. My little cousin, Debbie down the street, these girls I went to school with." You don't have to put it on you. You can say you're just in your experience. What have you seen?
And I mean, I really, I would say probably, man, probably in the last few relationships I've been in, probably one. One of the females I've dated was probably raised to be a wife, whereas everyone else is raised to be independent.
Yeah. And I was glad. And see, I'm glad you used your experience because that's your experience.
Yeah, I can't talk about anyone else's experience.
Yeah, you can. And right now, since no woman would come up here, you can only speak about the women that you encountered. Like myself, I can only speak about whatever's in my orbit. So if I never met you, I never seen you, I never dated you, I never come across you, I'm not talking about you. I'm only talking about what was in my orbit.
Laura Wise said, "I grew up hearing, don't do this, man. Don't do this. Men won't like it. Ain't no man gonna want no woman show does." Okay, Laura Wise. I mean, that sounds about like how my great grandmother used to talk. Even my grandmother. I mean, and even my mother told me, don't do that. Women don't like if you do that. So I mean, I think you can learn from both. But really, I'll be honest. I think a lot of it has to do with a lot of females didn't have a man in the household.
Yeah.
I think that goes a long way. I know men that won't date women that didn't have a father in the household. You're right. Buddy Espresso said, in this day and age, men of color have options. And we get pursued. We get, yeah. You right about that, buddy. I don't even think it's, I think men of color are realizing their options now.
Yes,
Because
yes,
growing up, the only people that really had options with women was white.
yeah, yeah.
When I was growing up, the only dudes who had options was white dudes. They could
See,
date who they wanted. They could date who they wanted to.
and see, when I grew up, the options I saw for black men were the dudes who didn't make legal money. Put it that way. They had all the options because you could see them riding up to the high school, and they don't go to high school. They may be college age, and you could just see the girls just fawning over these dudes and jumping in cars. And at the time, you had something like a 1985 or 1986 Jetta, and I'm sitting around driving in the 78 Honda Accord. Can't compete with that.
Yeah, but every chick didn't want. Yeah,
I
every
could.
chick didn't want no dope dealer, but yeah,
A lot of them did, dude. A lot of them did.
yeah, a lot of them did. And I mean, I'm coming from somebody who grew up in Louisville, Kentucky. You grew up in Washington D.C., so it was a different.
Yeah,
it was different. Drugs was, the crack era was different in Washington D.C. than the
Yes.
crack era was in Louisville. So I can,
man.
yeah,
Them cats was driving Mercedes 190Es back when they were hot. I mean, it's like, man, you can't compete with that when you driving a 1987 Ford Escort.
but then but I think a lot of it comes. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the best looking dude, but I know dudes that have crazy options when it comes to women. That they can have whatever woman they want. I know I know dudes like that.
You know what's funny though, Moss? What's funny is in the 90s you had TLC singing about no scrub, and you had us men up here just fawning over these women, beautiful women, and they shooting us down, and we ain't stand a chance. We gotta, our resume had to be like this. We had to be in shape, nice car, nice job, and you don't have that. A lot of us don't have that in our early 20s, but within the last few years of leveling up, I now look at that and say, yeah, no, I'm that dude.
So can I ask you a question? Would you have rather had all the women you wanted early in life, or do you like having your options now? And I'll be honest with you. If I had to do it, I would rather have met someone when I was young and had a big family. But I will be honest with you. When I was young, I wanted to have a big family, and I'll be honest. When my mother and father got divorced, I said I wasn't gonna never get married.
Yeah, I think that now, if I can go back, I would have just dated the one person, and I would say, you know what, you're the one. If I could go back, because they weren't concerned with how much money I didn't have.
I think when you're young, you really you find love is real love because you don't have nothing.
Broke, just like she is. She broke, I'm broke.
But I think I think us as black men, if you didn't marry someone and coming out of high school, coming out of college, it was kind of hard. It's kind of hard because you're starting in the workforce. You're not really making good money. You probably just barely making it. And so you had to meet somebody that was down for you. And go ahead.
You know what I think? I didn't want to cut you off, but I think that back then, the women weren't empathetic of our situation as men.
They were?
They weren't. They weren't empathetic of our situation. I felt that way.
I think they.
I mean, come on, bro. If there was,
DC in the late '80s, early '90s
it was a different animal here.
Different. I mean, but I went to school in Atlanta, so that it was. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I mean, I was college. I mean, you know, we was the college dudes.
Dude, I was in college and I was working at Kmart. This young lady wanted to, I could tell she liked me. So I went up to her and I started talking to her, and I wrote my number down on some, what up, buddy? I wrote down my number on some government stationery, and her eyes lit up and she said, "Oh my God, you work for the government?" And I was like, "Nah, I work at Kmart." And she said, "Nope," and walked away. And it's just like, it's like, wow, this whole time you've been digging me, but the minute you found out that at age I was like 21, and you found out that I worked at Kmart, and you were just like, I'm done.
I'll be honest with you.
I'm like, wow.
I'll be honest with you. I think a lot of black men date outside of their race because they're looking for love. And I'm not gonna say all, and I never say all, but a lot of women love is transactional. And a lot of men are looking for a love that's not transactional. And yeah, a lot of men are looking for love that's not transactional. And a lot of women in this generation, in this time period right now, everything is transactional. It's what can you do? What is this? What is that? It's like you're trying to get in. It's like a lot of men feel like women are trying to get into their pockets before you even know who the person is.
Well, you know what it is, dude? There's a lot of good black women out here.
Yes,
but the issue is that the trash is louder than the treasure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool to be ratchet. It's so cool to have tattoos everywhere. It's so cool to have a bull ring ear nose.
I like a woman with tattoos. I don't have none, but I like a woman with tattoos.
But yeah, not a lot of black dudes are feeling that, man.
Hey, man.
But what I'm saying is the loudest is the ones that draw the attention. You can't even see the good stuff through all the trash.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like we said, you know, I think, like I said, we live in a very individualistic society, but they want everybody to fit into a category. And I think sometimes in all these categories, a lot of individuality gets lost. Uh-oh. Your nemesis said, okay, YWG, you dropped the gem. The trash is louder than the treasure.
True statement.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I think you guys did 3 times. But yeah, hit the like button.
Yeah.
But
you know, I feel sorry. I really feel sorry for the dudes that are like in their early 20s. Because if they have to choose their peers, it's a lot of nonsense going on with their peers.
I will say this: if a young brother is out here and he got his head on straight and he's looking for a wife, I think he can find it. I think these young brothers can find what they're looking for at an earlier grade, at an earlier age than we were able to. And the reason I say that is a lot of young women see what's going on and they're doing things to basically build up their soft side.
Oh no, man. We see.
I'm talking about the women that's not listening. You know, I mean, you can listen to Megan Thee Stallion and all that stuff, but it doesn't have, like, I'm from the hood, but the hood does not exude me. So you can listen to that music, but that music doesn't have to be you.
They gotta fish through the trash, dude. Because
I think there's anything.
Yeah, but nowadays, see, the thing that you and I didn't have growing up was we didn't have social media. And see, social media gives these women all this attention.
I'll be honest with you. Social
We ain't have that.
social media is, I mean, for real, it's just naked bodies. I mean, men are decent. I'll be honest. I'm desensitized to, like, I don't even. You go on the Instagram and the first thing you see in your line is just a bunch of women. I mean, they feed it down your face. It's almost like
See, seeking attention. And as a young man at 25, 22, whatever, who wants to deal with a chick that's seeking validation and attention
a lot
all
of
the
them
time?
are too. So I think it's just a sign of, you're gonna have people that are outliers. You're gonna have people that fit into the bell curve of what's normal. I think that myself as an outlier. But I just think that people have individual choices. But I will say this: I looked up statistics, and the group of people that is the smallest subset of people that date outside their race is women. Is black women. Only 9% of black women date outside their race. They didn't really give too many numbers about how many black men date outside their race, but and 75% of the time when black men date outside their race, they're marrying and dating a Caucasian woman.
Yeah.
So
And see, I wouldn't have never went that route, but hey,
and see, I think that
that's
things
just
are
me.
changing because and everything is the internet. The internet. Like whereas now you have brothers that travel overseas and they're going to find these women without social media, without the internet, unless you was just a traveler, you wouldn't know these things. So I think
Exactly.
that access, but then you have a lot of bad seeds that go to these other countries and give people a bad name.
And look, and I'm not even gonna be liable. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but just me looking for a mate over the years, there's a lot of women overseas that is trash too.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of women that are trash overseas.
I just think that as a man, it's hard to find love
Hmm.
because, men love genuinely because men are loving for love, and like we just said, a lot of men are. I'll be honest with you. A lot of men are dating outside of their race because a lot of black women give off love is just transactional.
Well, to a lot of them, it is transactional. What can you do for me?
Laura Ross said, according to Procter and Gamble commercial. Yeah, I mean, but that they put that out there because that is what they want.
That don't be crazy. I noticed that too, Laura. I look at commercials. I'm like,
You
huh?
look at commercials and it's like black men. It's like don't nobody want us. Don't nobody
That
want us.
is
We the least eligible partners when it comes to cohabitating with somebody. Which is, I mean, hey, I don't. Yeah, if you look at commercials. That's why I tend not to look
I
at.
just shake my head. I shake my head when I'm looking at commercials.
I tend not to look at TV with commercials. I look at what I want to look at. But yeah,
Where Queen at?
I don't know. I don't know where Queen is. I don't know where Miss Rashid is. Where's Alma? I know Pontoon Jody came through tonight and hollered at your boy.
Yeah. I see you.
Mildred came through and hollered at your boy. Laura Wise came through. Yeah, so I mean,
I think Mildred went to bed. No, wait, it's Tuesday, so Mildred running the show.
Mildred went to bed. Now, don't get Mildred started. Mildred got started late last week. Started wilding out. But I don't think. I just think that men are looking at their options. Laura Wise said, I work in tech, and all my white male coworkers are always excited to talk about hanging out with their wives. I might date one of these white men in a wrinkled shirt. What? You gonna steam iron his shirts and change his look, take him get a haircut and have him jazzed up? I mean, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Uh-oh, she still need Bill Mildred's biscuit recipe. Nah, that recipe gets you in trouble. That recipe gets you in trouble, Laura Wise. You let Mildred, dudes will be biting on you. But I don't know. I just think that a lot of men know what they want and a lot of men know what they don't want. But I'm a glutton for punishment. I'm gonna keep on getting beat up by black women and Afro Latino women, and Afro Dominican. Yeah, I'm gonna keep getting beat up by melanated women until I find the right one. You never know. I might already found the right one, man. Honest, man. You just never know. But I don't have nobody, so I ain't found nobody. I'm single. But yeah, man, it was. I mean, I always like to hear the information you give because you're always gonna be truthful with the information you give. And like you said, it wasn't one thing that turned you away. It was lots of things that happened that made you say, "I want to date outside my race."
Yeah. I mean, I know that had I wouldn't have found Evie, I wouldn't have got married again. I was cool with that. I was cool with that.
Yeah. You weren't getting. You said you weren't getting married no more.
I was done, dude. I was done. That first experience was the worst experience I've ever faced in life. I mean, I came that close to losing half of my stuff. And I don't mind that if you earn half of it, but when you bring nothing and you want half of something, that math right here there don't work. That math don't work for me. Nah, you got it. I came close to losing a lot, dude.
But then I think a lot of it comes down to a lot of men look for women in the wrong places. You can't go to a club looking to find somebody that you want to be. You don't find them at the club.
You don't trust a big butt and a smile either.
Hey man, I said this. I'm gonna keep on saying this is my motto. This is my motto for 2024. Men are easy. Some men are easy.
Yeah, they're not difficult to figure out.
Yeah, men are easy.
Yeah. What you drinking on tonight, man? What's that orange bottle back there? That's not that Snoop Dogg, is it?
That's some orange juice.
Nah, the bottle.
It's orange juice.
That's orange juice in a liquor bottle?
Nah, that's a new orange juice bottle.
Nah, keep turning all the way.
Nah, that's old.
That bottle.
Yeah,
that right there.
That's old granddad. Old granddad, Kentucky straight bourbon.
Okay. I was wondering what you was drinking on tonight.
But I think everybody's individual. You're gonna love who you're gonna love. Some people date outside the race. Some people don't. I don't really think it matters. I think it really matters to the two people who are in their relationship. But facts. I will say this. A lot of black women make love transactional. And I'm sticking to that. And yeah.
Hey, you got a music question.
What's the music question, Espresso? What's the music question? If you're in the Cincinnati area, This Friday they're having art after dark at the Cincinnati Art Museum. If you like hip hop, you like dance, you like to look at art, look at sculptures, while nice hip hop beats are playing with a drink in your hand, you need to be at Cincinnati Art Museum Friday 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Betty Legal, what's going on, Betty Legal?
Hey, if you're going to be in the Baltimore, Maryland area this weekend, the Ravens play. Man, I was looking at them tickets. Side note, man, I came that close. I came that close to buying tickets. Them tickets were. I think the cheapest tickets I saw was like $5.89, and that was a piece.
Wow.
And those things was up there in the nosebleeds.
Not much, Betty. We trying to figure out why black men leaving black women alone. What you think? Buddy Espresso, I heard one song on the Book of Clarence. It was a song with Jay-Z and a couple other people. I didn't too much care for it.
I've never heard of it.
The Book of Clarence, that's this new movie that came out, and it's got a hip hop soundtrack. Yeah, I heard a song with Jay-Z and two other people. I wasn't too.
Yeah, listen to it again.
Yeah. I'm listening to the listen further.
Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna pull it up. But get some shout out. Shout out to YWG. If you haven't been to his page, go to his page. Get your gardening tips. He's doing winter gardening right now. Want to go over there and see what he's growing. Go over there and check out some taste tests. Go check his page out. We all trying to grow out here. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Like, share, subscribe to YWG's channel. I don't know Evie's channel. Where Evie? Yeah, where Evie been at, man? Where you got Evie chained to the radiator, man? What's going on?
Man, Evie's doing good, man. She's upstairs watching TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she actually restarted her page. She's doing some stuff on her channel now. I know over the weekend when I'm not here, she does a lot of editing.
Betty Legal said they gonna do what they gonna do. We probably don't want them anyway. Betty Legal, you right about that one. But I'm gonna check out the Book of Clarence, Buddy Espresso. But like I said, I heard that one song with Jay-Z on it, and I wasn't too. It was like he was trying to do some narrating or something on the song. I was like, they could have left that song off the Book of Clarence. But I don't know. I thought there was gonna be fireworks for this conversation, but it was a really, really good conversation. I think that there's stuff the brothers could do to make themselves more eligible to black women. But I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If a woman think you got some money, she gonna do her best to figure out if you do. Woman think you got some money, she gonna do her best to figure out if you do.
Yeah. But you know what though? As I gotten older, that's cool. That's cool.
Betty Legal said,
but
Clarence is dope. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to it after this.
Oh, now you gonna listen to it, huh?
I mean, you know.
Yeah, whatever, man. You was all like, I'm not gonna listen to it.
No. Buddy Espresso said I should listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it.
And you said,
And then Betty Legal came through and was like, listen to it. So he said top to bottom, not just that one song.
I know one thing, Betty Legal can't stay out of what's the name, the doghouse. Nightbot smacking everything she say down.
Hey, I haven't seen
she in the corner.
Nightbot. She said the movie's good. Okay. I got a movie to check out now. She hasn't heard the soundtrack, but the movie, I'm gonna have to watch the movie now.
Is the movie in the movie theater or is it on Netflix or something?
No, I think it's at the movie theater.
Okay.
I think it's at the movie theater. You didn't do nothing, Betty. That's just Nightbot being he don't like people. Yeah. Not if she has her own money, Mildred said.
But it's better to spend your money than your own.
Think about that, Mildred, is if a man wants you, he not worried about your money. I think that's one of the things that women don't understand is if a man likes you, he's not worried about the money that's in your pocket.
Exactly.
The money you got in your pocket does not mean nothing to a man.
Look, my woman,
unless he can't take care of himself.
My woman makes $0. She makes $0, so that goes to show you I'm not in it for her money.
Yeah.
0.
Men want authentic love. And it's kind of hard to find nowadays. Can't find no authentic love, man.
Yeah.
Man, if a woman will be with you if the situation's right. The minute the situation change,
boom,
deuces.
Dude, do you know there was a number, and I want to say it was 70%. It was like 70% of all married women have a backup plan. A dude already lined up. It was a wild number. I think it said 70%. I kind of was asleep when I saw it.
Hey, Mildred,
can you imagine?
I mean,
70%.
70% of all married women got a backup dude?
Yeah. Ready to go.
Hey.
I saw that number. I was like, wow.
Mildred said, Mildred, I cry broke all the time too, Mildred. No, sometimes I really do be broke though.
You never broke, dude. You always had some money. You just don't have
some money. Yeah, I guess still got
money. Yeah, so you never broke.
You just little stocks and the little money's in there growing a little bit. I almost took it out when I was like, nah, leave that money. Let them stocks keep growing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know. I really think your environment plays a big part into who you love. I'm saying a woman is Mildred, I don't care how a woman that got money, she's still gonna check the dude she's messing with pocket. So you wrong about that one. I'm saying a woman is not checking for your money a woman is always checking for how much dudes make, how much a man makes. Come on, Mildred. You know you're not gonna get that across over here. Betty Legal women. I think anybody that wants to be in love wants real love. But what I'm saying is a lot of people don't want love. A lot of people want security. And men see that real quick and be ghost. Because you can tell when somebody likes you authentically.
Facts.
I mean, I can because I be throwing little landmines out there. I be throwing landmines out there. You gotta walk across the field. Some type of electronics. For real, Betty Legal. Mildred, you a woman? Mildred, we know you a woman. That we do. Mildred is our woman.
No, I don't believe you. We need more people.
You come into the mock B and try to walk past her, and you might get beat up. But I don't know. I will say this: for Cincinnati, Ohio, to be as conservative as it is, there's a lot of interracial relationships in Cincinnati. Lots. It amazed me when I first came back here and I saw all the interracial, because it's really conservative here. But yeah, it's a lot of interracial relationships here.
When you say that, what do you mean? What's the
You see a
dynamic?
lot. You see a lot of black guys here with white women.
Okay.
You see a lot of white women here with guys that are other than white, and I've even seen some white guys with black women. There's a lot of black women in Cincinnati who mess with white men. Wow. Yes, and you can see them all at Jungle Gyms. Well, I love going to Jungle Gyms, and when I went to Jungle Gyms, I wasn't worried about looking at nobody. Jungle Gyms is so big, it was so much food in there. As a matter of fact, it's time to go back to Jungle Gyms. I like Jungle Gyms. But yeah, Jungle Gyms is kind of like Walmart. I mean, yeah, you know how Friday night in the DMV got Club Walmart? That's how Jungle Gyms is. The Jungle Gyms Club, it's a day party on Saturdays. They be in all the spots now? Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I just think people want authentic love. And I don't think love has a color. Now, people have preferences, and sometimes you can keep butting your head against the wall because of your preferences. But I think that's just when you have preferences, that's what preferences are for.
Yeah, but are they realistic preferences?
I think it's realistic to want to love a black woman. I think it's also realistic to stop bumping your head in the wall. Buddy Espresso said Jungle Gyms is way better than Wild. Oh, and yeah, I mean, I love Jungle Gyms. But yeah, there'd be some nice looking women in Jungle Gyms. I'm not gonna lie. And when I'm not saying it's better, buddy. I'm saying I was making the opposite. In the DMV on a Friday night, if you go to the 24-hour Walmart, if you go to the 24-hour Walmart,
they still have those.
It's like, well, I mean, yeah, they don't have them no more. I'm saying this is pre-COVID. Yeah, it used to be Club Walmart.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
The one on Jefferson Freeway in Virginia.
Yeah. Man, they shut that down at 10 o'clock.
Oh man. Buddy Espresso said way. I mean, yeah, Jungle Gyms is way better than Walmart in terms of food and everything. But yeah, I love Jungle Gyms. Matter of fact, you can go in there and get bluegills and all that type of stuff.
Oh wow!
Because they got them big tanks and they fish them out, so it's like they fishing.
You just point, say, "I want that one right there." Yeah.
Yeah, man. They got all types of fish. But Buddy Espresso said that black men have more options and they're utilizing them.
I think so.
You was at Jungle Gyms last night.
You know what I think? I think for black men, a lot of this social media red pill stuff that came out kind of woke guys up to say, you know what, I am worth something. Yeah. You know, and see, I noticed my worth when I first started jumping onto the dating sites, and I saw women from all over the world, beautiful women, hitting me up, all messaging me, sending me their phone numbers and stuff, and I'm like, wow, I don't get that. I don't get none of that here. And these was gorgeous women. I'm not talking about all caked up with the makeup. and the fake hair. I'm talking about they were gorgeous, and that really boosted my self-esteem. And I think that's a big problem with a lot of black men here, is when it comes to the opposite sex, they don't have that self-esteem. Because
can I ask you a question?
Sure thing.
Do some brothers date outside themselves to get that self-esteem back?
I don't think they're aware of that they can do that.
No, I think that's the reason why. I think that if a man is continuously trying to talk to black women,
yeah,
he's continuously getting rejected. Yeah, he would have low self-esteem. So to build his esteem back up, he would date outside of his race.
He would have to know he had that option. You get what I'm saying? Because before I started international dating, I didn't know I had that option. Once I found out I had that option, the world opened up. And I said, you know what? I don't have to deal with women in DC, Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, or whatever. I don't have to deal with that nonsense. I can, if I don't like the grocery store here, I'm going to go to the grocery store over there.
Hey, no, go ahead.
I like their merchandise a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? The quality of their food is a little bit better. And food is a euphemism for women. You just automatic.
And see where I disagree with, people talk about passport bros and things like that.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody saying nothing about these white men when they was getting their Russian brides.
Nothing. Or how about the dudes that were in the military bringing their wives back?
Yeah, I mean, well, but I'm just saying in terms of passports. Yeah, wasn't nobody saying nothing. They had them Russian bride commercials on. Yeah, dudes was wasn't nobody saying nothing about it then. So I mean, options.
I'm telling you, man. Any young brother that's watching this channel now, I'm here to tell you, as an option, get your passport, leave United States of America, and go somewhere else, and you will see how valuable you are. Trust me, if you here and you bumping your head against that wall and you can't get nothing going here, leave the country and just go out there. And trust me, you'll be surprised.
And I've been seeing a lot of videos of ladies trying to do passport bro things and getting the feelings hurt. So ladies, these other men don't. When y'all go to these other, it's a difference. It's a difference.
I saw a report today, and the guy said, "You going overseas? They don't want the bottom of the barrel. If we don't want them, why you think they want them?"
America's not a melting pot. America is a divisive pot. Ain't nothing melting about America, man. America is probably one of the most racist countries in the world. I'm gonna be honest. The reason I say that is people from other countries come over here and try to put us down on the totem pole, man. You have to be like, nah, player.
Yeah.
Nah, player.
I'm so close to leaving this place, dude. I had it up to here with America. I'm that close, man.
Naya Hiri, how you doing tonight? A lot of black men can't get a passport because they owe child support. Whoa.
Well, that's that 20%. That's that 20% of black males that have kids. Not the other 80% who don't have kids. They can get they can get a passport.
Wow.
Hey, look at the stats. They say a lot of black men are single with no kids.
And see, the thing about it is you can't be a felon and get a passport. So when we go to these other countries, at least they know you're not a felon.
Yeah.
They know you're not you're not a jailbird automatically. So, I mean,
And look at it this way. On average, every time I left the country, man, my ticket was at least $1,600 on average. So that means, guess what? We got money. No record and money.
but then I don't know, man. I mean, it's like anything. There's a few rotten apples that messed a bunch up, man.
Yeah. Well, that was my statement earlier where I said that you can't see the treasure through the trash.
Can't see the treasure through the trash.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Them bad apples are screaming, dude. All the beautiful women, all the women that are doing what they're supposed to do, they're being silenced by all this ratchet nonsense. Because, they got the mild voice, the feminine voice, and then you got all these loud heifers. This is all in front of them. You can't see the treasure behind them.
Yeah, buddy, Espresso, you procrastinating on your passport. You don't have it.
What? He don't got his passport yet. Come on, bruh. $130.
$130 to change your life.
Yep.
$130 to change your life, buddy, Espresso. And that's real talk.
Real talk.
Just and like I said, I do most of my traveling alone. Now, I wish I had somebody that I could go travel to these different countries and different places that I go to where I wouldn't go by myself. But man, it don't work out that way, and I ain't waiting. There's no waiting. There's no do-overs. Oh, I got a big announcement to make too. So yeah, I don't even think I told you.
Nah, you ain't told me.
I've been in Cincinnati a year and a half, and I came here to make sure that my mom was cool. And I've been here a year and a half. My mom is straight. It's fun to be here and to be around all my nieces and nephews, but I'm moving.
Oh, I heard you moving to northern New Jersey or northern New York.
No, I made it was between Atlanta to go back to Atlanta. I decided against that. And then it was either Charlotte or Tampa. And I think I decided I've made it. I think I'm deciding on Tampa. So I'm moving to Tampa. I'm moving to Tampa so I can wear my Speedos and go to the beach every day. Yeah, man. Quick question. How long before I don't want a cigarette? You don't want one now. So you don't need a cigarette, Mildred.
Nah, you don't need no cigarette.
I don't need no cigarette. But yeah, I'm moving to Tampa.
Get some chewing gum.
Moving to Tampa probably August, September, somewhere in there. I'm probably gonna go down to Tampa for a week and work from down there for a week in June. I might do it a couple times to just go see what's going on, how I like it, before I make the big decision to.
Hey, how close? That's northern Florida, right? Near
It's
Jacksonville.
like an hour and 15 minutes from Orlando.
It's Central Florida.
But Tampa's on the beach. Tampa got beaches. It's on the Gulf side.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you could be near Orlando. Yeah, my aunt stayed near Orlando. She stayed in what is it? I can't think of the name of it. It's not Tallahassee.
I love the Midwest. I'm always gonna be a Midwestern guy, but
it's too cold, man.
Yeah. This is my last winter. Now see, I'm sitting in the house with a turtleneck on. And yeah, I like to dress nice and I like to look nice on camera, but yeah. Almost a panhandle. Quick question: how long before I don't want to? You don't need a cigarette, Mildred. And if I see a cigarette sitting on the table when I come to the Mockbee tomorrow night, I'm gonna smash them. You just gonna have to beat me up.
I thought the Mockbee was tonight. I thought it was Tuesday night.
No, it's Wednesday. Hump night. Go in there and get your hump on. You're gonna go in there and do the hump. You're gonna go in there and do the Humpty dance on somebody. Nah, man, but I like being that I work from home and I'm a homebody, I have to get out.
Man, you ain't no, I was about to say, you ain't no homebody.
If I don't get out the house, man, I've been staying up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, man. So yeah, I'll be having to get out the house. I'm a homebody, man. You know that. I ain't never go nowhere when I was in DC, man. I was always in the house. The Cowboys.
He said, "Who you already know who I got in the Super Bowl."
I'm rolling with Lamar, man. So it's the Ravens over this way, man. We rolling with Lamar, man.
We rolling, yeah. The Ravens all the way, baby.
We rolling with Lamar, man.
Yeah.
I wish I was rolling with Louisville's basketball team right now, but we just getting rolled over. We got smacked by Duke tonight, man. You know, Buddy Espresso's not going for the Ravens. He's a Bengals fan.
Oh. Ooh. Yeah. They didn't make the playoffs.
Wow. But yeah, I'm moving to Tampa. So
you gonna become a Dolphins fan, or are you going with the
Cowboys fan?
Cowboys?
Yeah.
You know you're gonna be the only one out there that's a Cowboy fan, right?
There's plenty of Cowboy fans in town. There's plenty of Cowboy fans in every city, man. DC stands for Dallas Cowboys, man. It was more Dallas Cowboys in DC than Deadskins fans. Everywhere I go, it's always, if I want to watch football with some fans, it's always gonna be some Cowboys fans from we watch the game. And here he comes with this who day.
Hey man, post my channel.
Post your channel.
Yeah, post my channel. Give me some love.
I can't post your channel.
Why not?
No, I mean you can go on YouTube and post it. You a moderator.
Oh, I thought isn't it Moss all cap exclamation point?
Or you can just copy it and paste it on there. Whichever way you want to do it.
Facts.
Oh, I forgot. I think it's Moss, capital Moss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All cap exclamation point.
Yeah, all cap exclamation point. But I don't know. I'm all for black love. I love black women. I love black women.
Yeah, I like that chocolate. I like that chocolate.
I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Ain't nothing wrong with vanilla, but I love chocolate. I love butter pecan. Pistachio.
Pistachio.
Who y'all got on the other side? What you mean? Oh man, you asking the wrong man. You asking the wrong dudes, man. We don't got 3 or 4 teams, man. That's not how we roll on this side.
Who said that?
Buddy Espresso. Buddy Espresso.
But you know what, man? You know who I do like? I do like San Francisco. I do. I like their gameplay.
How you gonna say you, man? Get the hell out of here, man.
I like their gameplay.
Man, get the man. They got a game manager. They gonna lose next week too. They're gonna lose to Detroit next week. I'm telling you, man.
Detroit nice.
Yeah, man. They're gonna lose.
Detroit nice.
Hey, ladies. Now, if you want to keep a man, talk sports with him.
Play video games with him.
That too.
Yeah.
But this has been a good, lively conversation. I thank everybody for coming out and chilling on this Tuesday night with us. Well, if you heard
like
in the Cincinnati area, it's been raining all day. It's the misty rain. It's supposed to rain until Saturday. So yeah, I'll be in the house all this week too. So I know I'm gonna go live and play some game, get on the game. But so my dude, my dude Tanner McCann. I should have put the link up so he can come up here. He'll most definitely tell you why black men dating outside the race. Matter of fact, we're gonna put the link up and we're gonna let SoFi Santana come up here and talk about why black men is dating outside the race.
Yeah. He could. I'm gonna tag him in. I'm gonna tag out.
Oh man, you gotta stay up here too, man.
It's almost bedtime, man.
Man, you been working 16s? You all right?
Nah. Yeah.
I can't believe he's still up. Y'all them dudes, y'all gotta be up, man. Yeah. When y'all get up to go to work, sometimes I'm just going to bed.
You know how I do on the weekends, man. So that weekend be wearing me out.
Yeah, the Who's gal. Hey man, them inmates, man. Them inmates. Oh, you out back in the dark. Okay. See, man, black man, we do what we gotta do, man. Can't smoke a cigar in the house. Gotta go out in the cold and smoke a cigar, man. That's my dude Tanner though, boy. He gonna smoke his cigars. But Tanner, man, why are brothers dating outside their race, Tanner? You can type that in. I know you can. We love chocolate, but yeah, it's brothers out there love some snow, vanilla. There's some brothers out there that love that.
Love that pecan.
Yeah, man. He's smoking the stove in the backyard. I might go to what time is it? It's 10. Nah, the cigar bar closed at 12. It's late. But yeah, man, Southern black men love them. You already know Betty Legal. And I'm a Southern man. But I'm going back to the South. Tanner, man, I told him, man, I'm moving to Tampa, man. Moving to Tampa. Going to go down there. What's that?
I'm seeing what's out there, man. Maybe I come visit you on my way to see my aunt, and I can pick up some trees. I can pick up some trees.
Betty Legal says she loves it in Tampa. Yeah, Tampa's it's a nice place to be. It's a nice place to be. Oh, I'm back on the workouts. I'm back to working out. I might have to do some workout shorts because yeah, I'm back to working out every day.
Not them Richard Simmons joints, right? You used to wear.
Cuzzo, man, I'm gonna hit you later on, Cuzzo. Thanks for coming in, Buddy Espresso. It's the Lego maniac. He got about 50. He got about 50 Lego. Them adult Lego things. He got about 50 of them things all throughout my aunt's house.
Does he got a YouTube page?
He doesn't have I told him to get a YouTube page.
He gotta get a YouTube page.
You love the South, Betty? Betty, are you going to the Motley tomorrow night? Cause I didn't see you last time I went to the Motley, Betty. But yeah, this was another enjoyable Tuesday night. I got to come up with some good topics for next week. Not sure what it's gonna be. It's gonna be something different. You know, this is what we're gonna talk about next week. I'm gonna have to do some research on this topic, but my friend Mildred, she wanted to talk about child support. So we're gonna talk about child support next week, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna have some things to say on the woman's point of view. But I'm gonna talk about how things have changed. And,
hold on a second. Is she gonna talk about child support? Is she getting on live?
You know, Mildred's not coming on.
I mean, she can put a cartoon character up and come on.
Tanner said, because brothers have gotten so weak that now our sisters have no respect for us. The men that demand respect are too demanding. Yep, we too demanding. too demanding. But you got to stand for something or fall for anything.
Facts.
But next week we're gonna talk about child support. And we're gonna talk about the good. Mostly we're gonna talk about the bad. Because yeah, I got some buddies that's got some child support horror stories.
66 cents on the dollar.
Yeah, I love my sisters. I just take extra precautions. You have to. You have to. Extra precautions. You got all. And see, that's where you don't always want to have your guard up. You want to be able to at least let chill out a little bit. But
yeah.
Guys, ladies, black women keep you on your toes. Keep you on your toes. But yeah, man, Tanner, we came to the conclusion that some sisters ran brothers off. And some brothers ran away willingly. They was pushed. And my man YWG came on here and he talked about how he got pushed. Everybody, but what women don't understand is a man wants happiness when he come home. Wants happiness. Child support sucks for those involved, dads, but lest the deadbeats fall through. We're going to talk about Betty Legal. We're going to talk about child support next week. Mildred said she wanted to talk about it, and I can't wait to see what Mildred got to say about child support. Yeah, I know you got a story. They said, "Ooh, child support. I can't wait." Yeah, we're going to talk about child support next Tuesday. And how child support can be some of y'all women, we're going to talk about, I want to see what Mildred got to say, because I got a lot to say about child support, because a lot of women don't use the child support for the child.
Facts.
So that's what we're going to talk about next week, child support, and how the misuse of child support has damaged the children involved. And sometimes even the men, because like Mildred said, a lot of men can't get their passports because of child support.
Yeah, he can't even escape.
That's crazy. How can child support stop you from getting a passport?
Ain't that crazy? You cannot leave the country.
If you owe child support, you can't leave. So Mildred, next week, we're going to talk about child support. I got a lot of research to do because I want to be prepared, because you've been asking me for about a month and a half to talk about child support. And that's what we're going to talk about next week. Child support. The good, the bad, and the ugly of it. I don't know if it's anything good about being on child support papers.
It's not for a dude.
Man, child support is the great equalizer. It's the great equalizer, boy. You get somebody pregnant, boy.
Dude, I used to work with these white dudes back in the day when I used to work for customs, and they had child support stories, man. They used to come in there almost in tears. I was like, wow.
Hey, man, child support can garnish your check.
Man, I ain't gonna spoil the show for next week, but the stuff that they was telling me that their exes were buying with the child support. Next week.
Next week's show, we're gonna talk about child support.
All right, man. I gotta bounce, man. Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for coming on. Child support next week. Child support and child support horror stories next week.
Hey, hit that like button. I only see 7. I see 7 likes.
Oh, man. Hold on, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Uh-oh. Lord Wise. Ooh-wee. You see Tanner then walked in, so we got child support stories next. Oh, man. I need all the brothers to come out next week who got child support horror stories. And I need all the ladies who got child support horror stories. Y'all come out too. Because that's what we're going to talk about next week. Child support. Mildred said she wanted to talk about child support. Child support it is. That's what we're going to talk about next week. Because I give the people who watch me, I give them what they want. Now, anybody else want a topic, want us to talk about, please let me know. I'm more than welcome to look up a topic you want, do my own research on it, and talk with you about it. Every man should provide. I'm all about rooms, but yeah. Child support. There's some child support horror stories out there. So, brothers, I'm gonna start making my announcements earlier. Usually I put the announcement out the day of, but I'm gonna start making announcements and I'm gonna start doing some shorts to back it up. So yeah, next week, child support. This your boy Mass Appeal. It's been another good Tuesday. I thank everybody for watching. Hit the